Renaming and rebranding will cost approximately $300,000. And we're going to try this one again. With dozens of heat-related emergency calls already this summer in Lake Charles, doctors and paramedics are sounding the alarm. They say simple steps can be life-saving when it comes to heat stroke, dehydration, and exhaustion. KPLC's Anissa Carby shares what you can do to avoid being that next call.
I'm not afraid of the heat. I'm not going to let it scare me.
Acadian paramedics say they've responded to nearly 40 heat-related calls in Lake Charles since May, part of more than 270 across the state. The most serious concern, heat stroke, which happens when the body loses its ability to regulate temperature and can be fatal without immediate treatment.
People that wait too long to call for help. Unfortunately, we do have a population here of elderly people who are not the wealthiest people on earth and don't have a lot of families. So these guys are scared to call the ambulance because of a bill, or are scared to get help because of bothering someone, and these people have no one to check on them. So a lot of times, by the time they do call and we get there, it's an emergency then at that point. Something that could have been prevented ahead of time with just some simple hydration and maybe a visit by a friend or a family member.
Medical professionals say prevention is key. That means starting to hydrate before you go outside, taking breaks in the shade, and avoiding outdoor work during the hottest part of the day. They also recommend applying sunscreen regularly and wearing light-colored loose clothing.
A common myth that people believe is that if you stop sweating, that means you're no longer dehydrated, but that actually can be a sign of severe dehydration. So if you don't want any kind of IV fluids, you can just do oral hydration, and that would be like water, Gatorade, or any kind of like Pedialyte type fluid. And you really should be getting 8 to 12 cups of liquid in a day. If you're having any symptoms of heat exhaustion, then you really should be seeking care now. Because if you're having the symptoms, you're usually at the point where you're already dehydrated.
Extremely hot. The only thing that I prevent from not passing out or having a heat index, a heat stroke. A lot of water, a lot of Gatorade, a lot of Powerade. I keep my straw hat on. I gotta have my straw hat.
Common signs of heat exhaustion include dizziness, headache, heavy sweating, and a weak pulse. And while urgent care centers are seeing a rise in patients, the advice remains consistent. Listen to your body. In Lake Charles, Anissa Carby, 7 News.
If you or someone near you starts showing signs of heat stroke like red, dry skin, or confusion, call 911 immediately. Paramedics say quick action can mean the difference between life and death. And now